Okay, here's a brief rundown on what I've done here to convert my bike from the automatic transmission, the original one-speed Nesco box, to the Ranger two-speed manual transmission. Right here we have the vacuum booster. This is the same vacuum booster the Boss Hoss used on their early one-speed manual, or clutch bikes as they're called. It's out of a Datsun pickup somewhere in the late 70s, early 80s, I believe. I'm not sure. I'm sure they used it because it's real compact. I got this one off of eBay. I think I paid something like $9 for it. It was brand new in the box. This in turn goes to the push rod here. This part right here, this little stabilizer, keeps the push rod from cocking in or out as the clutch is depressed. That's real important. If this thing cocks over, you lose a lot of your stroke and the clutch won't work properly. This in turn goes to this Heim joint here, which connects to a little lug that I made, just welded it up out of a couple pieces of steel, which connects not only to the clutch arm here, but also goes back to the mouse trap that I built. Now the reason I've done this is because basically the vacuum booster doesn't work well enough. The mouse trap works too well. If it's adjusted up tight enough, this spring we see right here, if it's pulled up tight enough to allow me to disengage the clutch at the hand lever, it applies so much pressure that the clutch won't disengage. So, you know, it's a balancing act between that and the vacuum booster. It seems Mickey Mouse and Rube Goldberg, but it works out real well. The old swing arm pivot here is what I've used to pivot the mousetrap from. That, let's see, what we have down here is a bell crank, similar to what Boss Hoss also used on the original one-speed clutch bikes, and it pivots here on another lug that I made up, machined up on my lathe and welded to the frame, and goes up to the booster, and at the bottom goes to the clutch cable. Now, on the original Boss Hoss bell crank, the mechanical advantage was to the lever. In other words, this portion of the bell crank from the pivot down to the cable was actually longer than this point from the pivot up to the booster, which gave a fairly light pull at the lever, but didn't really give that much stroke at the booster. So by reversing the mechanical advantage, I now am able to, with the 3/4 inch or so of pull you get at the handlebar lever, it actually pushes the booster a little bit more than an inch and a quarter, something like that, which is plenty enough to fully disengage the clutch, and that I can shift gears without grinding or clashing the gears. Here we have the heel toe lever that I made up, and it goes down under the frame, comes up, and then this rod that we see, this dog leg rod here, is the actual shift rod that goes back to the transmission arm. The shift pattern is backwards for what our friends in the government decided we should have. It shifts up for first, down for second. So don't tell the FBI or anything what I've done here. Basically, that's it as far as the mechanics of it and how it works. Here we have the vacuum line that goes up to a vacuum canister. I think we can see it. Yeah, it's that silver hammer tone painted object right there. I made it out of an old oil filter. It works real well, holds enough vacuum that I can operate the clutch 3 or 4 times with the engine shut off. Let's see. I think that's all. As soon as I can get somebody to help me hold the camera for me, we'll fire the bike up, and I'll show you how the clutch and how everything moves and how this monkey motion goes back and forth.